Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Freeze Frame, episode 54. I am your host, Ryder Maldonado, and today I'm joined by the Bay Area baddie, Vincent DeSantis.
Oh, I like that, Ryder. I like that a lot, dude. What's up?
I'm doing good, dude. How you doing? How you been?
Doing all right. We're vibing. We lost an hour last night.
Yeah, it's I'm feeling the pain this morning for sure.
It's hitting a little bit. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling it.
It's gonna take a little to adjust, but I think I'll manage. I'm
optimistic.
I was figuring it out, and I was like, I don't think I understand what daylight savings means, but that's a conversation for another day. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening on audio platforms. Thank you so much for supporting us. Give us a review. Let us know what you think. It helps us out. Let us know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. We also have Discord, so you can hop in there and talk with us and connect with us on a deeper level. And we have social media like Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok for all your quick updates. And we're trying to push our TikTok, so go in there and blast and help us out.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's hop on into it. We got a couple little topics to get into. We got a lot of stuff. It's a big week. South by Southwest happening, new trailer dropping left and right, featurettes. It's crazy. So off the bat, I put here Turning Red, little Turning Red review here. I got to see it. I know you want to see it. You haven't seen it yet though, so I won't spoil anything. But yeah, Turning Red was fun. I really enjoyed it, and I thought that it was definitely something I wasn't expecting, especially from the trailers, right? And there was a lot that was left unshown. But I saw, especially on Twitter, there was not a little controversy, but a little heat from it because it's starting to get a little more mature. I feel like this is one of Pixar's more mature films. Yeah, because they were covering themes. This was cool because it was an all-female-led production. The director, the visual effects head, the producer was female. So it was all run from great creatives at Pixar. It was like the first time a female directed a solo film. So I think the groundwork for it was very solid. And I think that the themes were about little girl going through puberty kind of and growing up as, an Asian girl in Toronto, going through the things a young girl goes through. But even though it was about a little girl, there were things that even a guy can relate to, because I was like, yep, I went through the same things as a little kid, So that's what I relate to most. Loved it. Recommend.
I mean, and the directors of this directed the short film Bao or Bao.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of my favorites, dude.
Super good. So yeah,
recommend. More excited. Great. And if you want to take us into the other hot and heavy topic now.
To our Obi-Wan trailer that dropped this week, Ryder? Is that what you're referring to? Oh my God. Before we get into some of these details here, what was your thoughts on the trailer? Like, I don't know. How'd it go?
I think I told you this before. My initial thoughts for this trailer are, I think it feels separated from like Mando and Book of Boba Fett. It feels on a larger scale in a way because it's going back to kind of Clone Wars era, post Revenge of the Sith. It's stuff we're familiar with, so maybe that's why, the Jedis and kind of the older era, this takes like Mando and Book of Boba Fett is like after 6. But this is kind of that sweet spot where we're recognizing.
This is like my favorite era of Star Wars that Obi-Wan's taken place in. I loved seeing the Inquisitors in there. I loved seeing the place from Jedi Fallen Order in there. Yeah. I mean, dude, there's going to be some cool stuff in this show. Like, even if it's not... Like, I've had some real issues with like the Boba Fett and Mandalorians like pacing and like what are we even doing here? We're just kind of watching Star Wars, not really getting anything out of Star Wars. That was what I was getting.
Point.
Even if we're just watching this series and we're not getting anything out of it, it looks pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah.
It's Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor. He's looking great. He's just fitting right back into those shoes. We saw some interviews with with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, and they were talking about how it was like they were on set, like transported back in time, like back when they were filming the prequels, and like nothing changed, and that is really, really cool to me. Also, Ryder, I got a question for you. We could talk about this trailer for 45 minutes, you know what I mean? But let's keep it. Here's what I want to know: do you think we're gonna get flashbacks to Clone Wars era stuff in Obi-Wan Kenobi, where we will see unmasked Hayden Christensen from Vader?
I think yes. If we're getting, we already saw was Cad Bane. Like, if we're already getting some of that stuff, and we're seeing the Inquisitors, dude. We're seeing Rebels. We already got Ahsoka in Book of Boba Fett, which didn't even seem necessary, but they just threw her in there because they got her. Yeah. I think they got Hayden Christensen. They're like, yo, let's throw that outfit on from Clone Wars and let's do it live action.
Okay, so here's my next question. Do you think we'll see them in the Clone Wars armor? Because that's some of their best
That's what I was
clothing
saying.
that they
Yeah,
have
they're like, yo,
ever.
throw them in that outfit, dude.
Yeah.
Throw them in the cartoon, like throw them in that. And you're seeing, like, you see the ignition, and you're like, oh, it's Anakin, and then you see the outfit, and you're like, oh my god, it's live action
I
Clone
just
Wars.
want that little Obi-Wan
yeah.
shoulder piece with the Jedi symbol on it. God, it's so cool. It's so cool. So I'm really excited for this.
Though.
Yeah.
Now I got one to throw to you. Do you think, now I know this is what I live off of, cameos and surprises. Marvel's more this side. I don't think Star Wars will do this. Do you think we could get an appearance of maybe a live action Cal Kestis with the appearance of that, you know?
I don't want to say no. Era. I don't want to say no.
Would you want it?
Ryder, here's what I gotta say about this. Is Fallen Order 2's been in development for 3 years now. Why haven't they shown anything? Because they have to show the show first.
It's gonna be so sick because that actor could pop up and you'll be like, oh my god, it'd be crazy, it could be nuts.
I think he'd be cool. Actually, the whole cast of Fallen Order are like good looking people, and they could all be in Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're great looking people.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited, man. It's gonna be cool. What are some of the details we got here?
So we got of course we got a first look at the Grand Inquisitor, which of course is now live action, you know, and you know, let us know what you think about the appearance of him, because his appearance was definitely,
some people want his stretched face.
I mean, they tried their best. Let's see, Ewan McGregor was talking about where we see Obi-Wan. He says, we find Obi-Wan at the beginning of our story rather broken and faithless and beaten, somewhat given up. So hopefully he goes on an arc, even though it seems like his kind of finale for episode 4 is like kind of just like lost and just kind of going through the motions, you know what I mean? So I don't know how it evolved there, but yeah, we also have a force sensitive Inquisitor, Reva. She's a new character, but of course one of the Inquisitors hunting the Jedi.
She's Luke. In Queen's Gambit, and she was really good in Queen's Gambit.
Okay, cool.
So
hopefully, she brings it. Young Luke Skywalker, which of course mirrored his father Anakin, kind of, you know, doing like a pod racing type vibe. It looked kind of cool like that. And then Hayden Christensen talked about, we got an appearance of Vader. We got an image from EW magazine, and so he said we're going to see a very powerful Vader in Obi-Wan, but he won't reveal if he takes off his helmet. He says, I'm sworn to secrecy. Which,
I'm sure he can't. I mean, everybody wants to see his face in this. Everybody.
I would want to see Hayden Christensen like bald, right, torn, but like in a back to tank, like a tough guy, because we saw him a little bit in Rogue One, right? Remember when he was in that tank and you saw him and he looked like huge, like jacked. I don't know what it was, but because he's huge. He's a huge guy, like in his prime. Like, and it's gonna be that Rogue One type vibe where he's just like ruthless killer, dude. Like prime.
And we haven't
Vader.
seen too much of Vader. Like, okay, we saw a little bit in Rogue One. We see a little bit in the Clone Wars when he's Vader, but not like fighting anything at the very end of Clone Wars. And then the other stuff we have is like comics and books where we hear about Vader, but
even in the game too of Jedi Fallen, like
that's true too, which is canon.
Moment.
The game's canon, so
it's a good moment. So who knows? Lots of goodies.
I brought out my book. I put it away, but anyways, it's the High Republic book from Star Wars. It's canon, so there's 3 of them they released last year, and they're all about everything before the prequels. In like that era, and apparently it's really, really good, and like the books have great reviews and stuff. So I have the first book. I just need to read it. Like I took it out because I was like, I'm just gonna put this out to remind myself to read it because I want to.
That's
so
cool.
bad.
Okay, let me know if you find any juicy details in that. That's cool,
dude. Apparently it's like good stuff too. Like good stuff.
Good lore. Yeah. All right. Well.
All right. Moving on to the next subject, ladies and gentlemen, South by Southwest happened this week, or is happening, ? Something like that. Here's everything you need to know / missed, because there's been some interesting stuff and some surprises that I think. So number 1, starting it up, Casey Neistat made a documentary, told nobody, but he's been working on it for a bunch of years. He premiered it last night at South by Southwest. Here's what it's about. It's about David Dobrik, the world's most beloved YouTuber, until his downfall. The unraveling of the Dobrik mythos was a jarring reversal of fortune for a face emblematic of modern-day YouTube stardom, and Casey Neistat captured all of it. A prolific vlogger himself, Neistat started making a movie about Dobrik in 2017, aiming to explore a unique form of 21st century stardom when Dobrik's story took a sudden dark turn. Neistat's movie went with it. His new documentary, quote, Under the Influence, that's what it's called, tracks the subject's rise and fall as a wake-up call of the dangers of unregulated fame that have come to define the social media era. The completed movie, which premieres at South by Southwest this week while seeking distribution, fits the tech-oriented festival like a glove. The community that once embraced online fame as pure opportunity now recognizes the danger inherent to that phenomenon. Very, very fascinating to me because they were friends at one point, and
Yeah.
this could potentially paint David in a very bad light, right?
Absolutely. It's interesting because like we've seen the documentaries come from content creators. We saw, Jeff, he came out with his version, and we seen.
Did you
like,
watch that?
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, I think
Pretty good.
it's interesting
Well done.
because like him and David Dobrik, I feel like they're kind of in a way to kind of monetize drama in a way.
Oh,
When
100%.
it seems like when it seems like
They're in the
Casey
business of that.
Neistat, it's interesting because we know he's a filmmaker. He's been for years. We've seen his content, and it's cool that now we finally get to see what the intentions are behind something the same subject but from a different kind of motivation, right? And so that's what's interesting about this.
I mean, and this film's looking for distribution. That's why it premiered at South by Southwest.
Huge.
I'm sure someone will pick it up. That's big names attached to this, you know?
It was like a Hulu type vibe, maybe Amazon Prime or something like that,
Yeah, it'll go right to streaming. It's not. I don't think it'll be any theater thing, but I'm super curious to watch this. I mean, I love Casey Neistat.
Yeah, no, me too. I've always been
So-
I've been an admirer of him. So
Yeah,
he's doing some good stuff.
interesting.
Okay. Sorry, we also have some more stuff in South by Southwest. We got a lot to cover in this. There's a lot. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. One else that Vincent's been hyping up. There was reviews are coming out and it's been positive, right?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. You have it here. Bromcom.
They call it bromcom. Yeah.
Nice. You have right here another key reason the movie works is the chemistry between Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. And then you have a review here as well. Want to get into it?
They just dropped. They said a crackling harmony between two dramatic actors who can also do comedy riffing wildly. And IndieWire gives it an A-, which is crazy.
That's great. Yeah, we've seen the trailers, and I think they dropped a new one, and they definitely get more into the story on like Nicolas Cage is helping out the government in an interesting way.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I get it, the whole premise entirely,
me
but I'm
too.
just excited to watch it. The cast looks like so much fun, and everybody looks like they're having a great time.
Yeah, take it from me. I feel like it seemed at first that it was going to be corny, but after watching this new trailer and hearing the reviews, I feel like this is going to be a gem of a comedy. For sure.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it'll be great.
And then lastly, we have here The Lost City, which apparently got some good reviews too, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Sandra Bullock, Brad Pitt, and Channing Tatum. After earning big laughs and applause throughout the 2-hour runtime, Sandra Bullock, who also produced the project, was overcome to screen the film in public. She says it was the first time seeing it with an audience in post-production. Everything was Zoom and everything was virtual and in little cubes, and you just had to pray. But seeing it in a theater is a reminder of why we love the theater. Great to hear,
Let's go. I love that. Ryder, what do you know about this movie? I don't know anything about it.
I've seen only one trailer, and I think it was fantastic because it's almost kind of like a fourth wall break meta where the action star is writing a writer is making like an adventure book, but then she gets caught in the adventure of kind of the story that she's doing, and she's with Channing Tatum.
Fun.
And so it's kind of a romance, but I don't think it's forced. And then Brad Pitt's just thrown in there for willy-nilly. I don't even know he's
just in it.
Yeah, and it's a comedy. And then I guess Daniel Radcliffe is like the billionaire bad guy.
And this comes out on the 23rd, so next week.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see this. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's fun for sure. But anything else from South by Southwest you want to talk about? There's a lot.
No, I mean, we got another Everything Everywhere what is it called? Everything Everywhere at Once?
All at once. Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
Everything Everywhere all at once. Got screened also to like really good reception there. I'm so excited to see that. That also comes out at the end of March. What else? Is there anything else? I was like, I think those are the big ones.
Yeah, different Netflix trailers and posters are dropping, but
yeah. I mean, I'm sure we'll see a lot of ones that are like very under the radar get picked up by a big studio, and then we'll hear more about it too. So that's kind of how these things work. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll be staying tuned to all the South by Southwest news. If you want to know more about that, you can check out Strictly Casual. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out the full podcast on there, or check it out on audio platforms. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, perfect. Clip complete, baby.
Fantastic. Thank you guys for bearing through that. Now, moving on to Marvel news. We got some exciting stuff for Marvel. I feel like now it's like, it's some big stuff. Juicy goodies. Deadpool 3. We got Sean Levy is now going to direct Deadpool 3, just announced. And of course, that's a trilogy of films with him and Ryan Reynolds now. We got Free Guy. We had oh shoot, I forgot. I had it in my head too. It was Free Guy.
What?
And then it was the Atom Project. The Atom Project recently. Now it's Deadpool 3. So
dude, Sean Levy's kind of having the couple years of his life. Like,
yeah.
He's pumping them out.
That's what you get when you have a good friend and you're like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it together, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Deadpool is kind of tiresome a little bit. I know that's kind of a hotter take, but like, it's funny every time.
But it's also interesting because it's like the same kind of jokes. It's like, we get it. The first one was like cool.
Yeah, the first one was
it's like, okay, I get it. I get it now.
Well, the first one was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, I can't believe Marvel would like do this. Like, this is hilarious. Like, this is so funny. And then the second one was like still funny. Like, I enjoyed it, but it's also like major eye rolls. I was okay. And now we're getting a third one with Sean Levy.
This one, Vince, there's potential.
Why?
Because it's connected to the MCU. Like, imagine all the jokes that Deadpool can do with like calling out Disney and being like, okay, Disney, now that you bought Fox, let's enjoy all the characters. And like they can do like an X-Men cameo. They show like funny. All the Avengers, and he's like, well,
they did all the X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which I liked. Yeah, I liked that.
They could do that now, and I'm sure Deadpool's gonna be like, I'm an Avenger now. Like silly stuff, dude.
Yeah,
silly.
It could be exciting. I mean, I'll be watching it. Here's the thing, Ryder. I could dog on these movies all I want. I'm gonna watch every single one.
I'm buying the ticket. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, I'm buying the ticket. They got my money already.
Yeah, you got my money. I can give you my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's gonna go.
Right. I feel that.
Next up, we got a new look at Moon Knight. And who said this? Someone said this. The tone is like Fight Club meets Indiana Jones.
One of the actresses.
We'll
in
see.
It. Mm-hmm.
We'll see if it's like that. I would love it if it's like that.
It's interesting. I mean, hey, if it's like Fight Club and there's like a twist where it's like, oh man, who's controlling who? That's crazy. Because we know, so there's 3 personalities, I think, that we know.
Okay.
So there's Mark Spector, which is like, we've seen him in the newest featurette. He's like this badass, like hitman, cool guy. And then there's Steven, which we met. He's kind of like a hermit to himself. Yeah. And then of course we have the persona of the Moon Knight, which is the kind of vigilante with the clothes. So it's gonna be interesting to see like how all these do split.
I really want this movie, dude. Like the more I think about it, like I think these are really faulting the stories being streaming shows
each week, right?
Yeah, not to say that that's bad, because I like the week by week release. I think it generates hype between episodes. Like I really like that, especially seeing like popular shows like Ozark and stuff drop all at once and they're not even in the conversation anymore.
Yeah, they go away.
Whereas that could be a conversation for like 6 weeks because a lot of people watch that show, things like that. But I really feel like these stories from Marvel are at a detriment when they're in these longer form TV shows.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, I think about pacing issues a lot with these shows. Not that they're all bad, but like I would love
each episode has to have their arc, but you have to also think about the whole arc. Yeah, it's kind of weird because you're seeing that like arc, and then you're like and then you have to end it with like a cliffhanger almost. Still be like next time on in your show. It's like
I don't think it's bad, but I've seen really, really good miniseries with like 6 to 8 episodes and stuff that are like so engaging the entire time. And I want that for this. Like I want Moon Knight to be that.
And I think I know why. It's because they're sticking to their formula of how they make the film, right? You have the introduction, the plot, and then you have the big third act battle. But when you stretch that out over 3, 6 to 8 episodes, it's like it doesn't really. It's kind of off. It feels off.
Yeah.
But we've seen that for every show. Is that it's like okay, here's the setup for episodes 1 and 2, then 3, 4, and 5 are like here's the meat, and then episode 6 is like cameo or big reveal or big fight, or and like it's like a movie,
that's why we've been getting excited about like, oh, episode 5 is gonna be crazy, like always episode 5 is crazy, like why 5. Like we should I don't want to think that. I don't want to. Why can't episode 2 be crazy?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't know.
But that's the good thing with this, because hey, it's new. I'm like, yo, episode 1 and I mean, that's the thing with this. It's a brand new character, and this is our first time we've seen a new character for Disney Plus. We haven't gotten that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be this is a new intro. It's like watching Eternals or Shang-Chi.
I mean, like Kate Bishop.
Right.
Also, hold on. I want to talk about just real quick.
Okay.
Apparently, people don't like Hawkeye and think it's the worst Disney Plus show.
What?
I was looking all over. I think it's the best. I think it was the most consistent throughout all of them.
I mean, it's kind of interesting when there's only like 4, right?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I think what if the cartoon was kind of the worst of all of them, because
easily. I have no desire to go back and watch.
I would say like I don't know, like maybe you kind of WandaVision, Falcon, Loki, because like Loki was all right, but it was only good for me that last episode. Like the show's overall is kind of
I felt
slow.
Loki was totally just okay.
But
Like Owen Wilson's
yeah.
great.
But Hawkeye, man, that was fun. Like I think we had the most fun watching that one.
I had a great time. Yeah, I was like, wow, it's not. Yeah, this is great. Anyways, we've talked about that. We talk about that a bunch.
Doesn't deserve it. It doesn't deserve it. Anyway, speaking of Disney Plus characters, Charlie Cox, baby, the bread and butter of all the greatest Marvel Disney Plus shows and shows in general. Daredevil season 3. He talks about it and he says, this new iteration of Daredevil will be reimagined. It's slightly different. It's born again. It's like an homage. So we don't know where we'll see him again. We don't know, but wherever he comes up next, it's gonna be like cool. I'm glad he's back. You know.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a show for a little while. Like I think that's.
I've been hearing chatter. I've been hearing chit chat.
If they do, it's gonna be like Daredevil and then subtitle something else. Like.
Okay.
I don't think they'll do.
My worry is that they do it, but then it's just gonna be like Daredevil rated PG. You know, rated E for everyone.
No, they can't, bro. They cannot. They put parental controls on Disney Plus for a reason.
Because they released Punisher and Luke Cage on Disney Plus now. So if they it's coming in a week. And if they did that, you gotta imagine there's some scenes in there with violence and hardcore, like, you know, adult stuff in there. So,
I mean, I just think about that Luke Cage Jessica Jones scene. It's a little insane. A little
if they
crazy.
can drop down Disney Plus, I'm sure Daredevil Matt Murdock can beat up a couple goons, you know.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Daredevil's the best character in the MCU right now. It's just, he's the best.
I loved it. I love that.
And I can say he's in the MCU now.
Yeah.
Which is just so great.
Absolutely.
Okay, Phil Lord and Chris Miller won't rule out bringing Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland into the Spider-Verse movies. Of course you wouldn't rule it out. You want people to talk about your movie for the next year. Are you kidding me?
Right, yeah.
All things are possible in the multiverse. Yeah, of course. If I was directing this movie and I was like, oh yeah, guess what? Every single actor ever's in this movie. Or I'm not going to tell you if every single actor is
Imagine they asked, would Tobey and Andrew be in the Across the Spider-Verse? No, that's not a possibility. Like, what?
Right, you're not going to say that.
No.
You're going to sell those tickets, baby.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you'll have an interview a month later, and people will be like, "Oh, why weren't they in the movie?" It's like, well, this is not really their story. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. That's how it's gonna go.
This is their story. I love that. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good. Okay, Michael Giacchino. This is a surprise. Michael Giacchino is going to direct the iconic composer.
Wow.
Will direct Marvel's newest Halloween special based on Werewolf by Night. It's happening. Cool. I put right here more supernatural stuff. We see a werewolf in Moon Knight. That connects to Blade. I mean, we're just getting into the supernatural, baby.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
just starting. So that's exciting.
Fun. Love it. Exciting. I don't really. Has he directed anything before?
I don't think so. No, this is like he's taking the reins. Oh, baby, this we're getting silly here.
What are we getting silly with? Go for it.
Okay, Warner Bros. Here we go. I put massive box office battle. Ready? They just pushed some Warner Brothers days. DC was moving around. Black Adam's out. Flash is out. What's pushed up?
Which is
Shazam
so funny. It's so funny, bro. Like, oh my god. They just released that trailer. They're like, here's all the movies coming in 2022. And they cut half of those.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's like only in theaters 2022. Because all of those are coming out.
That trailer is now irrelevant.
Oh my gosh. It's kind of like the Top Gun one. It's funny because the Top Gun trailer, it still says March 13th. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's coming out March, but that's for 2019 or 2020, I think. Yeah. It's like 3 years ago. It has the date for that trailer.
That movie's never coming out.
Yeah.
That movie's never coming out. I hope it plays just for all of time. Like the next 30 years, you walk into a theater and it's like Top Gun Maverick trailer. And you're like, woo! You've seen it 100 times. Everybody claps after the trailer. You know, the whatever the ship is goes, and then the roof jumps off the thing. You're like, let's go! Every single time.
Have you seen the Nicole Kidman AMC ad yet?
Of course.
It's
this
like that.
Is where movies live, or whatever.
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Yeah. It's so good.
Oh, that's silly. But anyway, so yeah, Avatar 2 is going to compete with Shazam 2, which, I mean, it's never going to happen.
Let me tell you, baby. 2 sequels I couldn't give a crap about here. Avatar 2 and Shazam 2.
I just want to see what they do to Avatar 2 to try and make it be like the biggest film. Because what are they going to do? You know what I mean? Like, you can only make CGI so good. Like, it's already realistic. What are you going to do to make me be like, whoa,
I don't know. We've been waiting for this movie for a long time. And Senor Cameron really was...
Jim.
Yeah, good old Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I mean, I saw him roll up those jeans and walk into the water with a camera. And if he's doing that, anything can happen for this movie. I'm staying optimistic.
I'm getting in.
He really is the funniest picture ever.
Hey, Zoe, where you at?
Yeah.
Get up in here. And then what's the name of the actor? Like, that actor was like, I'm never doing anything else. Sam Worthington, right?
Yeah, Sam Worthington.
He was like, He did like a couple like not like Wrath of Titans was
Dude,
Terminator.
As a kid, I loved Clash of the Titans.
Dude,
And Wrath of the Titans.
Yeah, those are great.
Oh my gosh.
The giant Kraken, and then yeah, he did a couple bad movies, and then he did Avatar, and he's like, holy crap, I'm gonna do only these.
Yeah. Oh, because it's so much. Yeah, it's iconic
for the
now.
next 10
Iconic.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3 more of those coming. 4 more movies. Avatar
Which
movies coming, so.
and I think I told James this after the second one, like there's no way the third, fourth, and fifth, they might cancel them, dude.
I'm gonna be
100%.
30 years old, 40 years old by the time the 4th one comes out.
Yeah, dude.
I'm serious.
No, yeah, they're coming out. We'll be in our 30s.
No, actually, like Avatar 1 came out
I know,
2011 or something?
2012. I think, yeah. And this is gonna be 2022.
This is 10 years later. So if every 10 years,
2027. I think it's every 2 years. Yeah.
I will be 50 years old by the time Avatar 5 comes out, and James Cameron will be dead. He will be directing this from his grave, bro. But he will not be watching.
He will be dead, and I will be 85 years old when it, like just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Okay. Anyways, DC News, Matt Reeves says that the Batman Gotham Police spinoff show at HBO Max has been put on hold. He says, we're not really doing that. Cool. I'm glad. I don't want TV shows.
Yeah, but they're actually doing 2 shows now. That the second bullet point.
They're doing an Arkham show and a Penguin show.
That was their video. Yeah, we have a video on that, kind of covering the details on that. But yeah, so just to kind of clear things up, the GCPD is not the Arkham show. They're not doing GCPD. They're doing an Arkham show, which is like crazy. They could do like Joker and like all these villains, and as well as Penguin, which is kind of his rise to power, which will probably be like the prologue to Batman 2. I know that. Because, I don't know if you know, Rotolata.com is like actually still pumping out stuff.
Yeah,
I think they're going to announce a sequel. I think that's what it's going to be.
I'm sure that's going to be confirmed. Yeah, something like that.
And we already had the producer at the premiere. He said, if we do a sequel, it'll release within 5 years. So that bad boy's coming 2024. I mean, give it to me.
My guess is they'll announce that sequel right as the Batman hits HBO Max to boost streams on that, which is probably what it's. They said it's coming early April or something to HBO Max. It's coming right away, like less than a month.
Damn, that's gonna be great. I'm excited for that.
That's my guess.
Speaking of, I'm currently building my own Batman cosplay, and
yeah, I can't wait to see it. Dude.
So I'm gonna wear when I get it done. I'm gonna wear it for a podcast episode. Yeah, be hilarious.
You should.
Okay, moving on. This is more pop culture-y stuff. Let's go. The Mario Super Nintendo World in the U.S. will be opening in Universal Studios Hollywood next year.
I'm excited.
It's coming. Cool. I think so. I think it's open in Florida. The first one was in Japan, I think.
Okay.
In Florida, but yeah, Hollywood's getting it. So
crazy.
Kind of cool. Yeah, that's it for that.
We got a lot more stuff to go through. Holy cow! Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is now the 8th highest grossing anime film in Japan with 106 million at the box office. I get to see this next Friday.
Oh,
very excited.
That's gonna be cool. Are you all going Chinese theater for that, right? Or no?
No, because they're only playing it on Wednesday night, and I can't be down there on Wednesday night.
Okay. Here we go. We got some Dune news. Those of you Dune lovers, we know you're out there. Florence Pugh is in talks to join Dune Part 2 as Princess Irulan, the Emperor's daughter, as well as Austin Butler to play Feud Rautha. So, some big characters in the Dune franchise, big actors.
It would probably mean more to me if I had read the book and like knew the characters. So I don't like really know, but I like Florence Pugh a lot, so she's great. And Austin Butler, cool.
Yeah, great.
I like it. Will Smith did not want to make I Am Legend 2 at first, but he changed his mind after hearing the idea that Michael B. Jordan helped him come up with. Great. And Michael B. Jordan's doing Creed 3, and that's his first time directing. So let's see him do that. And let's see those chops, baby, because we'll get I Am Legend 2. I don't think this needs a sequel by any means, but I guess if he has a good idea, then
I mean, who knows? Here we go. This is the big one. Oppenheimer. Probably the biggest film ever conceived on God's green earth is getting the big. How long do I think it's gonna be?
Yeah, it'll be a part 2 intermission like Titanic type dealio. It's 4 hours long.
100%, dude. It might get a part 2.
Oh my god!
It's gonna have a little interlude there with like an orchestra playing music. Like
you have to go to the bathroom. It's exactly 10-minute timer.
It's gonna have Christopher Nolan doing a 10-minute like behind the scenes. Like here's how we made the first half.
And an atom bomb will be slowly dropping on the side, and then when it touches down, that's when the movie starts again. You gotta watch it.
A little countdown. Oh my god! Atom bomb. That's horrible. They give out like little like popcorn baskets of atom bombs.
Of the atom bomb. Yeah.
Okay, so the headline is Josh Peck joined the cast along with every other actor in Hollywood. That's it. Oh, so he's playing Kenneth Bainbridge. I kind of want to look up the people who did the Manhattan
history?
Project. Yeah, because I want to know who's playing who. But
Right.
yeah, the cast just grows every day. Every day there's a new actor announced.
Interesting stuff. We have news from the CW as well. The CW's Gotham Knights recruits Fallon Smythe. Am I saying that right? And Tyler Diachiria as Harper and Colin Rowe.
I kind of just put this in here as memes at this point. I'm like,
CW is a meme.
The CW's Gotham Knights. I'm like, I don't even take this serious. I just throw it in
Forget
there.
Gotham Knights. Toss on Smallville again. I watched the first couple episodes of Smallville the other day, and God, that show is perfect. It's just so perfect. It's so campy. To me, it's like the prequels. They're bad, but they're so good. Yeah. You know?
I feel that. Okay, that's interesting. Here we go. Netflix. We got two little headlines here. They suspended their service in Russia, like every company has. Of course, we know what's going on. As well as Russian Doll season 2 gets a trailer, and their April 20th is the release date. All you Russian Doll fans.
Double Russian headlines.
Oh yeah, I didn't even intend that. Wow.
From HBO Max, we got a new DC League of Super Pets trailer, giving us Keanu Reeves voicing the Batman. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Apparently, they did a test screening of this movie along with the Batman back in October, and a lot of kids loved it. Apparently, a lot of people loved it.
Cool. I'll watch this.
Yeah,
Why not?
I might not. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And here we go. We got a lot of Game of Thrones prequel series coming, right? So George R.R. Martin shares the new titles for them. 9 Voyages is now the Sea Snake. Duncan Egg is now going to be called A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms or the Hedge Knight. And we have a Yi animated series called The Golden Empire. Lots of Game of Thrones stuff. I'm looking forward to the prequel series because I'm starting to hear. I'm watching Game of Thrones and I'm hearing about the old Targaryen era, and I'm like,
I know. It's
and I'm like, the show is gonna be about them in their prime, right? So I'm like, I'm looking forward to it.
How far are you in Game of Thrones?
Middle, like late season 2 now, not that
cool.
far.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pushing through. It's hard because it's so long. I'm watching like 30 minutes at a time, and then I come like middle episode. I'm like middle of the episode, I gotta finish it.
Yeah,
and then I'm just out.
That's fair. You got it, dude. Oh, season 3. Oh,
season 3 is good.
God. Oh my God! I think it's the best season in the show. No, well, between that and 6 is so good too.
Okay.
Okay. Amazon Prime. Eric Kripke confirms that The Boys Diabolical finale is canon setup for The Boys season 3. Have you seen Diabolical? Is it out?
I haven't seen it, but it was on Amazon Prime, and all the episodes are out now on there. I didn't know. I was like, dang, I need to check this out.
I have no draw towards it. I haven't even heard anything about it.
I feel like it's
Nobody's
like
raving
Invincible.
about it.
It's like a violent cartoon, you know?
But does it have a good story? Because Invincible has a great story, and that's what matters to me.
I heard that each episode was its own contained story, so I think they're saying like, hey, just the finale episode is connection.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
The Boys season 3 drops a powerful first poster, and we got a trailer for season 3 with Jensen Ackles as the Soldier Boy. Give me your thoughts on the trailer, bro.
Dude, it looks wacky. It looks wild. Like they're going all out with this, right? And the craziest thing ever, I think, is and they showed it in the trailer, which I took spoilers. If you don't want to know, skip 30 seconds. Butcher now has powers. He has powers now. I think it's the Vought, because I think Vought can create super babies. Like baby. So I think
what I was. I was wondering, because I was like, did I forget something about the end of the second season? I was going to ask you. I was like, he has powers, but like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I think it's revenge for his wife and kind of the boy, but I think the boy will be like against Homelander, because I don't think the kid likes Homelander really. Like he likes his mom.
I feel like that could create some more tension though, if he's actually against Billy, and that would be crazy.
That'd be nuts. I think there's just a lot of little plot lines that they're setting up, and it's.
Well, here's what I liked about this trailer. It gives you zero story. You're just it's like, here's action. No, I kind of liked it though, because it was like, I'm interested in these insane events that I'm seeing here. I don't really know what's happening, but I don't need a story. I'm gonna watch the show. I love the first 2 seasons. Like it's gonna be good. But it also like, dude, I forget when I watch it. It's like gross. Like the show's kind of gross.
So like
it's terrible.
gory.
People, it makes you feel a little nasty after watching.
Yeah, it does. Like weak, like burdens on your shoulders.
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of gross.
They're bad people. Yeah. But yeah, like we got Soldier Boy is a part of like a team. He's like a Captain America, right? And there's like an Avengers mock. It's literally like they did it. It's an event team mock of the Avengers. So there's so many characters in this story, and I'm like, they show the tease at the end of him as like all buff, and like I can't wait to see how violent it gets. I want to see it.
We'll see.
The Herogasm episode. Oh man, I don't know what that's about.
I don't even know what to expect, dude. It could be too wild. It could be too wild.
Too much. Yeah. Something that maybe is too much. God of War is getting a live action series coming to Amazon Prime. There's a video out on the channel about that. All the details. All about Checkpoint, and we got details about that. The adaptation hails from the Expanse creators and the Reel of Time showrunner. I put here, who's your fan casting Kratos? Did y'all talk about that? Who's your?
We didn't. No? We didn't actually. That's a good question.
I couldn't think of one. I saw someone say Jason Momoa. I was like, I don't know. Yeah.
Nah. No. I don't know, bro. Like, it's got to be someone that has that.
The Rock. Oh
that
no.
Bod. Rock's got the bod of Kratos for sure, but definitely not the acting I would want from him.
Yeah,
he would play that like it's a comedy, like Red Notice or something, you know? Like, I don't know. It's like, I guess I would want Christopher Judge, right? I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
He's the voice of the games. He can embody it.
I just looked up an actor from, whatchamacallit, from Game of Thrones. This big guy right here.
The Mountain?
Yeah.
The Mountain.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Dude, even like Hugh Jackman. No, I'm just kidding. Not Hugh Jackman.
They have to be giant. Stoic,
they have their deep voice,
and somehow emotional, even through their
Idris Elba. Idris could bring it, dude. He'd bring it. Boy, come on.
He could,
dude. And he puts on some weight, and then maybe they do a prosthetic or CGI to like get like that giant, because it's like giant.
Yeah.
But yeah, Idris would be like, boy, come on.
Ew. And I don't think this is gonna be based on the new game. I think this will be like
just original story,
totally just. No, like deep in the mythology, like killing gods. Kind of deal. Less of this,
okay.
Less of the new game.
Interesting for sure. Okay. And then J.K. Simmons says they're gonna be working on Invincible season 2 soon, which is just, I mean, it's sad because it's so long from now. I want it now. That's
right. Here's the nice part: is we know that Invincible has a definitive end, so they're just like you can find the story out because it has like the books are done.
Yeah.
And someone calculated it out, and it was gonna be like 6 seasons or something. Is the whole show 7 seasons? Yeah.
Oh, that's hype. Okay, I hope they do it.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
We gotta react.
I mean, I'm sure they'll vary a little bit.
Yeah.
From the books, but pretty cool.
Some of the best. One of the best animated series I've seen.
Oh, it's so good. Disney Plus. We got first look at Tom Hanks as Geppetto in Pinocchio. I didn't even see that. Does it look cool?
Yeah, they did Investor Day, and so they were doing a hype up reel, and they showed just a photo. And yeah, Pinocchio looks cute. He looks great.
Cool.
And then also a little thing, Marvel Netflix shows coming to Disney Plus next week. Luke Cage, Daredevil, all of them, Defenders, everything.
And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ryder, here's a good personality question that I can ask.
Okay.
What age or what point did you drop off of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh no, I'm gonna say like middle of season 2, dude. Like.
Really? Okay, I made it past season 2 because it had the Thor: The Dark World tie-ins over there, and I was very excited about that because as a kid I was stoked on that.
Actually, you know what? It was after the Hydra attack, and then they connected to Age of Ultron. After that, it just went like like he was bad, and then I was like, okay, I'm over this. Yeah, it got a little weird for me. But then
it's about when
it got cool. I kind of like hopped in way at the end. I was like watching an episode.
Sure, okay.
And I was like, wait,
this guy got her powers, all this stuff.
Yeah. Season 1 was like great. Season 1 was
I love season 1. Yeah,
dude, I was like, this is it. This is like they're spreading the TV. But yeah. Okay.
And they coming to Apple TV Plus. Ted Lasso 3 has officially started production. Let's go. Did you see the picture on Twitter yesterday of it said this image is exactly how you should write Superman and Batman, and it's Ted Lasso and
yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is his
Roy
name?
Kent, right?
Roy Kent. Yeah.
Pretty great. No, it's the best. Yeah. I was like, this is great. Perfect. We have the first look at, this is interesting, Henry Cavill and Dua Lipa in Apple TV Spy. And the spy thriller, Argyle. Now, this is a big one, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Bryce Dallas Howard, John Cena, Bryan Cranston. Now, I feel like this is Apple's The Gray Man. You know, Netflix has The Gray Man with Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. And Apple is gonna have Argyle. It's like I feel like they're gonna be the same movies, spy thrillers. You know.
I like Henry Cavill a lot.
I don't know if you saw the photo. So they dropped the photo and they were like, they butchered my boy. He has a he has a weird haircut. He looks funny.
He's just a cameo in the movie. He's not even the main character.
He's just a cameo.
Yeah. Someone said that Like
Aw.
someone reported, some
Hmm.
outlet reported that is like a 30-second scene that he's in. He's like not even in the movie. I don't know
What?
even know why they would
Oh,
post the promotional thing then.
that's interesting.
Unless
Okay.
that's actually him, which would be, I would love to see a movie like that with him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't know. We'll see.
Mhm.
From AMC, we got the first trailer for the season finale of Better Call Saul. And I really need to watch Better Call Saul. I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan,
Mhm.
and I never started Saul. So
I think it
don't
was
know.
cool because in this trailer you see him wearing like an outfit, and they did his hair just slightly different. Where you're like, this looks like when Heisenberg and Jesse pulled up, and
Yeah.
he looks like that. And yeah, the trailer shows Gus. It shows
The twins.
the twins, Los Pollos Hermanos. Like it has
Yeah.
everybody. Even the the uncle or the grandpa.
Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
ding
ding,
ding.
ding. Love
I mean,
it.
everybody's in it now, so it's like,
Yeah.
dude, I can't, dude. I'm telling you, and I said this. I think I told you this long time ago. Last episode's gonna be he's there. He's like, how can I help you? And it's gonna be Bryan Cranston.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna recreate it. I think they're gonna recreate it.
Oh
again.
yeah, I hope so.
And it's gonna be them. It's gonna be like, yes, and now it connects, and we're done.
It's pretty great.
I love it.
And I like Bob Odenkirk so much. He's a gem.
Yeah,
He's an absolute
one of
gem.
the best. Here we go. Walking Dead gets another spinoff. Isle of the Dead. This is their fifth spinoff. Dude,
I literally read fifth spinoff and I blocked it. I was like, great.
Dude,
I'm never gonna watch this.
like, I'm not one to throw hate on any content, but I think with Walking Dead as a fifth spinoff of this, like, it's done. It's done. This is about Maggie and Negan. Like, what? I don't even know
I don't know.
how it works. The actors are coming back, of course, but like, come on, the story you're talking
Well,
about Negan that killed Glenn, dude.
I rewatched The Watchmen last week,
Oh yeah.
which is a great movie, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan is great in it.
Mhm.
He doesn't need to be on an AMC show. He's got chops for the big leagues, baby. Don't do Walking Dead
Yes,
anymore. Like, come on, let's
exactly.
cast him in Oppenheimer. I'm sure you got spaces in there, you know?
Yeah, put him in it. Put him as Batman, dude. Make him
Come
old
on,
Bat,
yeah.
dude. Something.
I don't know.
Yeah, this.
I'm
overdone.
you couldn't pay me enough to watch this show.
I'm gonna call it, dude. I'm gonna say it right here. Give it 5 years time. AMC is gonna be CW2
Oh God, you might be right. You might be right.
because they're gonna end Better Call. They're Breaking Bad. They're Walking Dead franchise. Once that's over, what do they got? They don't have anything.
They ain't got nothing, baby. They ain't got nothing.
Okay, let's pump through. We're almost there, ladies and
Let's
gents. Oscar-nominated films: Drive My Car, Dune, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story, and King Richard are available on HBO Max. Check them out.
Yes.
Get ready.
Especially Drive My Car because it's so good. And Dune, if you have not seen Dune, what the heck are you doing? You gotta watch Dune. And Nightmare Alley, I gotta watch that still.
Mhm.
That's on my list to see.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
No,
real
you-
quick. Just Everything Everywhere All at Once directors turned down Loki to direct this movie.
That's
Which
crazy.
is pretty wild.
Mhm.
And this was revealed at South by Southwest. There's nothing else I could I need to say about it, but it's just that's funny.
Yeah, lots of good reviews. It looks interesting, man. Like, if it's getting good reviews, I'm checking it out. Okay, that's it. Oh, sorry, what?
Yeah, that's it. Did you see the trailer for everything?
I did see the
Yeah,
trailer. Yeah,
okay,
it looked
cool.
like bonkers. I was like,
I
this
can't
is,
wait.
Yeah.
Dude. It looks so fun.
Wow.
It's so fun.
And now on to our recommendations, what we've been watching. What's been going on your side of things?
Okay, guys, I need to tell you about the best movie of 2022 so far. And it's not The Batman.
Oh.
It is Colin Farrell's other movie that released last week after Yang.
Oh,
It is incredible. It is incredible.
Mhm.
Let me paint you a picture, Ryder. When you think of a futuristic movie,
Mhm.
sometimes this is what blew me away. Somehow this movie is able to like set up a very realistic future without being like, oh, here's what like a brand new like futuristic car looks like. Here's what a city looks like in the future. Like you just know what's in the future. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Whoa.
There's a point where like Colin Farrell, like some of it takes place like when he's going from location to location and he's in a
Mhm.
car and he's kind of just like sitting there, like lying, looking up. And you're like, okay, this car's driving itself, but I don't need to see the car. Like I know it's futuristic. Like I just
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
And that's
Whoa.
every single thing in the movie. It's like
Not
so
spoon
smart.
feeding. Yeah. It's
It's
not
so
showing
smart.
you a car like it's like no,
Yeah.
you know what's happening. Yeah.
And that's just a little tiny piece of like, there's so much good stuff in it. His acting's good. I think Colin Farrell's my favorite actor ever.
Oh, ever.
Ever.
What else do you like from him?
Dude, The Lobster, Killing of the Sacred Deer are insane. The Gentleman is great, but like I like
Man.
all of his crass stuff just as much as his like very like subdued
Yeah.
subtle stuff. I just think he has so much range. Like if I was to make a movie, Colin Farrell would absolutely be the lead in my movie, like
Wow.
100%. Because no
Yeah.
matter what it is, he would kill it.
Dude, yeah, he's great. He's really great. And
I mean,
interesting. I gotta think about
he
who
had
my
a
favorite actor.
crazy week. After Yang is available on Showtime, and it's in theaters right now. The closest theater was playing was 40 miles away from me, so I pirated the movie. I'm ashamed of it. But I didn't know how else I was gonna watch it.
Oh no, no, it's okay. Yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. You know what? My favorite actor probably of all time that I always kind of lean on is always Jake Gyllenhaal, dude. Like
He's so good. He's so
God.
good.
like his look. I mean, it's just like, man, his look every time is just like,
Yeah.
so good. And
It
the way
is.
he does it, yeah, is great. Yeah, I recommend Turning Red just because like it's one of those Pixar films that I wouldn't usually recommend. Like I don't
Yeah.
usually recommend Pixar films, but I'm like, hey, yo, watch it because take it from me,
Yeah.
I'm not one in animated. You'll have a fun time with it.
Did
Oh.
you see Fresh?
Oh, dude, I was watching it last night. I haven't. It's on my list. I'm so close to seeing it. My buddy Peyton
It's
saw
weird,
it.
bro.
He said it was amazing.
It's
He said it was
weird.
weird. Yeah.
You gotta watch it. Just let me know what you think. It's something.
He
something.
told me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, like the big spoiler and what it is, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to see Sebastian, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna be grossed out. It's gonna be great. So I watched that. What else did I watch? I watched Midnight in Paris, which is Owen Wilson.
First time?
First time. I'd never seen it before. It was
Yo,
really
that's-
sweet, dude.
that's-
It was
yeah,
really sweet.
That's a good one. I like that.
I really liked that. And then last night I watched 5 centimeters per second, which is an anime movie, and it was not as
okay.
good as everybody told me it was. I was a little disappointed by it.
What about the Adam Project? I've watched half of that one.
I have no desire. I guess it looks
yeah.
so cookie cutter. Like take a children's book, make it a movie.
It really
Ryan
is.
Reynolds is playing himself again. Like nothing about it is interesting.
It's every trope of time travel movies that you would like 5 minutes in and you already know. Oh, I know what the whole plot of the film is.
Yeah, I'm assuming it would be a great background movie.
Yeah,
Like I'll watch it in the
100%,
background or something. I just don't need to like focus on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? You can wrap this present off with a bow. You got it. Take
Ladies
us away.
and gents, thank you all so much for listening and watching. We appreciate it. All the support. Guys, you can follow us on TikTok and Twitter. Those are our 2 big ones. If you could follow us there, that'd be incredible. And if you could leave us a little review on podcast platforms. We got to get Spotify back up, baby. I sent some emails, right? We'll talk about that in the meeting we're having right after this. I sent a lot of emails.
I have it on my marker board.
Figured out.
Yeah.
TikTok once again. Guys, we have 2 TikToks. We have Strictly Casual Official and Strictly Casual 2. You can follow both of them for different kinds of content. We appreciate that. And join our Discord to connect with us. That was episode 54, baby. And we will see you guys next week for episode 55. Ryder, any last words?
No, everybody have a great week.
Peace out.